A plan to help the refugees is nearly wrecked by Norman greed, till Robin proves again a friend in need's a friend indeed.
Joseph, I'm frightened.
Oh, then you are also foolish.
But I...
No, I'm sorry, Esther. If you want to be frightened, then you must also be foolish. The two are inseparable, just like noodles and soup.
Joseph, are you never serious?
Serious? My dear child, the world gives us two alternatives, to laugh or to weep. I choose to laugh.
The forest is so silent. Are you certain you know how to find this friend of yours?
If I know this friend of mine, he will find us.
Oh, what's that?
That, Esther dear, that is my friend.
Good day to you, strangers.
What
brings us
You
lovely...
should call me a stranger. Joseph of Cordoba.
Joseph, you old rogue. Little John, you remember Joseph, the only honest leech this side of Dover, saved Derwent's boy after that fall a year ago.
Of course.
Good to see you, Joseph.
And you too. Oh, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine. Esther, this is Robin Hood.
Welcome to Sherwood, my lady. What brings you to this particular patch of the greenwood?
You, Robin.
Well, in that case, let's have some refreshment while you tell us about it.
Hey, not so fast.
Well, now, don't tell me you've grown old since the last time I saw you.
I won't. Just not so fast.
I heard you were safely settled in York.
I was, or so I thought, before the riot started.
Yes, we heard about them. What exactly happened?
One moment everything was quite peaceful. Next, a mob of people had entered our quarter. Started smashing things and burning our homes. It was terrible.
What was the riot about? Perhaps you have heard that some of our people are refugees from similar persecution in Europe. Now, we here in England, we have collected 1,000 crowns to bring a shipload of these refugees to this country.
Well, that's quite a tidy sum of money.
You are not the only one to think so, my son. It came to the ears of a certain man called Malbeth.
Malbeth? I've heard of him.
A bankrupt adventurer, a deserter from King Richard's army.
That's the one. Oh, he's a charming fellow. So he started the riot.
Yes. When he heard that we had collected the money, he determined to seize it. He calls it the York treasure.
What did he do?
He spread lies and inflamed the mob. He said that the money belonged rightfully to the citizens of York.
The riot made a lot of innocent people homeless, but Malbeth did not get the treasure.
And you, I suppose, haven't any idea where it is.
Now let me think. I might have.
So, this is the York treasure.
The ship bringing the refugees arrives in Grimsby in 4 days. If someone is not there to pay the captain his money, he will have to take them back. They will almost certainly be killed.
I thought Esther and I alone would have the best chance of getting through. But just when we were about to escape from York, I foolishly permitted myself to be struck by a sword. That is why I'm not my usual nimble self.
Let me look at that.
Hey, just what do you think you are doing? I am the physician, you are the outlaw, remember?
With all due respect, Dr. Joseph, I've probably dressed more sword wounds as an outlaw than you ever have as a physician. Oh, yes. With a little of Dr. Robin's special herb mixture and a week off your feet, you'll be as nimble as you ever were.
If my leg was as thick as your head, I would never walk again. Didn't you hear Esther say that the money must be in Grimsby within 4 days? Do you realize that Malbeth is scouring the countryside for us at this very moment?
He's delirious, poor old man.
Oh, man! He calls me a wolf!
Now, listen, you do what Dr. Robin tells you to do, and I'll see that Esther has a reasonably nimble escort to Grimsby.
You?
Well, us. Are you game, Little John?
Right, Robin.
Well, we'd better make ready, because Malbet isn't going to waste any time.
Malbet, you're a rogue, a traitor, a thief, and a scoundrel. All right. Can you think of a single reason why I should listen to you?
Surely, my Lord Sheriff, the idea of a whole shipload of these people coming here with their foreign and English ways is as intolerable to you as it is to every right-thinking person.
I advise you to take your little hatred plan elsewhere. My experience with these refugees is that eventually they contribute handsomely to my tax returns. Anyone who does that in this shire is welcome.
Exactly, my Lord.
What do you mean?
The York treasure, my Lord.
The York treasure?
The money they've collected for the passages.
Well?
That money is somewhere between here and Grimsby. Take it, and we can both be rich men.
And you think you can take it?
I can, with your help.
I want no part of your dirty schemes.
You realize, of course, that these people, if allowed to land, will probably become loyal followers of our good King Richard.
Alfred! Take 3 men-at-arms and go with this gentleman.
My Lord. Thank you, my Lord. You won't be sorry about this.
Just see that I get my share of the money.
I will, my Lord. Have no fear of that.
Now, Betch, I hope for your own sake that nothing goes wrong with your plan.
Impossible, my Lord. It's simple and effective. An ambush on the Lincoln Road.
They're coming. They're taking the Lincoln Road.
How many?
3, 2 men and a girl.
3. Must have picked up another of their dirty kind along the way. Well, no matter.
Shall we ride out to meet them?
No, we'll cut them off. The thicket will hide us until they're within reach. Surprise is worth a dozen men.
He's warning us not to take the road into Lincoln, Robin.
Who is he?
I don't know. But Joseph said we'd meet friends near Lincoln.
How did he know we came this way?
News travels quickly among friends, especially when survival depends on it.
If he were a friend, wouldn't he make himself known? No, it might be a trick of Malbet's to get us into an ambush.
Well, we'll soon find out. We'll send the horse up the Lincoln Road as a decoy and see what happens while we hide in the bushes and watch.
Come on, follow me.
Esther, you go and hide in the forest, quick.
I will do nothing of the kind. We face the danger together or not at all.
To the attack! Cut down the foreigners!
What kind of a trick is this? You said you saw them.
I did see them, I swear it. They might have taken the Ragby Road, but I saw them coming.
That's it, the fort. Bring the horses, quick!
My friends, it seems the road is ours again.
Then let's catch our horse and be on our way. Our friend Aaron of Lincoln will be waiting for us.
As you will, my lady.
Yes, I know types like this Malbet you speak of. They're present in every community the world over. However, you seem to have shaken this one off, my friend.
Yes, but only for an hour or so. The sooner we're on the road to Grimsby, the better.
Of course. But for the moment, you're safe.
Next time you wonder why you can't afford a loaf of bread, you'll remember my words. That is, if you're the wise lads I think you are. If we don't watch out, these people will have half of England in pawn whilst honest men sleep. I tell you, friends, there's many a worthy knight who's had to put his lands in pledge to one of these foreigners here at home, just to fit himself out to fight another foreigner in the Holy Land. It's not right, I say. I don't know about you, but it makes my blood boil. What I say is, England for the English.
For the Normans, you mean?
Let him go, and good riddance. Someday, when everything that fool holds dear has been taken away from him by low, foreign cunning, he'll regret he didn't listen to Malbate this night. But then it'll be too late.
I've always the same. You always take the best.
One.
Here's Little John.
What have you found out, Little John?
They're here in Lincoln, all right. There's a guard outside the tavern and another at the end of the street. They're searching everyone who passes.
And Malbet?
In the tavern, you can hear him in the street, blowing like a bull.
Then, now's the time. We'll have to chance it with the men-at-arms.
If you fight with Malbet here, Robin, you may stir the whole city to riot.
I can hardly believe that the good people of Lincoln would raise a hand.
In York, we couldn't believe it either.
The street outside is a blind alley, isn't it?
It is.
Then we'll have to pass right under Malbet's nose to get away.
Perhaps, if you were to wait, he might tire.
There's no time to wait. This time tomorrow, the ship will have arrived.
I would like to offer a suggestion. That you came this far is a miracle. Let me take the money the rest of the way.
That's a brave and generous offer, Master Aaron. But we mustn't endanger more people than is necessary. No, this is our mission, and we'll see it through.
They would not dare to challenge me. I am known in this community.
Yes, you are known. For your good work among people of all faiths. You must carry on. And so must we now. We'll leave the horse behind. We'll be better off without it.
Go with God.
I'll have to ask you. Come on, this way. What bold fellows you are. Let them walk right out of our hands.
And Dennis, you didn't do so much to stop them.
Mind how you talk to me. Well, don't stand there. Get after them. Run them down before they make it to open country.
Run them down yourself. I want no more of this.
No more of what?
Of getting my head cracked while you amuse yourself in that tavern.
You're no better than they are.
Besides, what harm have they done us when all's said?
Now listen to me, my lad. You stop talking like that and get after these foreigners, or I promise you the Sheriff of Nottingham will hear about this. There's gold there, man, gold! You know what that means to the Sheriff? Now to your horses. Next time we catch up with them, there'll be no escape.
Pity it went by so fast. I could have used the extra rest.
What do you mean to say you're tired when I... Oh, I see. Well, you know, I could do with a warm fire and a tankard or something myself. We aren't far from Grimsby. Must be a tavern near here somewhere. Ah. Can we have a flagon of ale and some pasties, please? This'll put new life into you.
Don't worry, Robin, I'll be all right. Do you think it's safe? Won't they be watching places like this?
We won't stay long. We'll be away before there's a chance of...
Peace be with you.
Peace be with you.
does our friend say, Esther?
If you continue on foot, you will not make it in time.
Go on.
Therefore, horses are waiting for you at the next farm.
Little John, you know, we could take some lessons in organization from Esther and her friends. Anything else?
Yes. The refugees are being instructed to put ashore at a place called St. Catherine's Cove.
Where's that?
Apparently it's round the point from Grimsby Harbour. And we're to take shelter in a fisherman's hut.
This must be it. We'd better take a look. Now, Esther, you wait here. If Malbert and his playmates are inside, ride off as fast as you can. At least that way, we may save the gold.
Robin Hood, I thought I'd made it quite clear. I'm not here just to run away from danger, and I fully...
All right. She's worse than Marion.
You never did know how to handle females, Robin. You don't want to go giving them orders, otherwise they just get stubborn. No, get them to do what you want them to by making it seem important. You see what I mean?
No. Show me.
All right, I will. Watch. Esther,
Yes, little John?
Robin and I are going to go into that hut to see if it's safe. Meanwhile, why don't you tether the horses?
Certainly, little John.
You lads looking for something?
Yes, we're looking for the fisherman who owns this hut.
And what do you be wanting them for?
Hospitality, for one thing.
And for another?
Help in finding a ship.
I thought there was supposed to be 3 of you.
There are 3 of us. I've taken care of the horses.
I hadn't bargained on a woman.
You do your part as well as she does hers, and we'll all be all right.
Where will the ship drop anchor?
Other side of that headland.
How much warning can you give us before the ship's boat reaches the beach?
Well, not paid to give warning. Only shelter till nightfall.
Suppose you were paid to give warnings.
Couldn't take long for a boat to get across.
How long?
5 minutes. Maybe more.
If Malbert is waiting in Grimsby, he's bound to become suspicious if the ship doesn't arrive on the tide.
Well, couldn't we take the money to the ship? That would save time.
There's an idea.
How about it? Could we row out to the ship?
You could, if you had a boat.
Have you a boat?
No.
Well, that was a good idea. Now we think of something else.
Well, we'll just have to take a chance that the boat from the ship reaches us before Malbert starts snooping around. Here. Go on up to the headland and watch for the ship.
Well, there's just one thing.
What's that?
What cargo is this boat carrying that's so almighty important?
You've been paid for giving us shelter and watching out for the ship, not for asking questions.
This ship is bringing Jewish refugees who've lost their homes, and they're here to find new ones.
From the way you talked, sounds as if there might be trouble.
There might. But if you stay out of the way, it needn't bother you.
Just a minute. I thought maybe you could use another hand.
You mean if it comes to a fight, you'd be willing to help us?
Well, why not?
This little man could be of some use after all.
He might at that.
Well, let's hope there won't be any trouble. Let's hope that Malbert doesn't find us.
Where in the name of all that's holy is that blasted ship?
Well, I suppose there's a good reason why we're waiting here.
This is Grimsby, isn't it? This is where the ship's bound, isn't it?
Aye, true enough.
True enough. So I suppose you'd have us wait in London.
No, not London. But they do say there are coves along the coast where a captain could put a cargo ashore if he had a mind to it.
Cove, eh? That'd be just the kind of trick you'd expect. You, scout around. Find out the most likely place they might land. We'll keep watch here.
All right, I'll try. But for all we know, they might be ashore already. And that treasure snug and warm in the ship captain's purse.
Any sign of them?
Not a ripple. How's the girl?
Still sleeping. Here comes our friend now.
Now maybe we'll learn something. Any news?
They've dropped anchor.
Well,
They're putting a couple of boats ashore now.
How long will it take them to get here?
I told you. Maybe 5 minutes. Maybe more.
we must be ready to hand over the treasure and get away as quickly as possible. Wake the lady. Ready for trouble, Little John?
Ready, Robert.
You took long enough? Well, come on, what did you find out?
St. Catherine's Cove seems the most likely place.
What do you mean the most likely? Are there other coves?
Oh, yes, plenty.
But you decided St. Catherine sounded nice, is that it?
No, not exactly.
Then what makes it seem the most likely?
Well, I suppose because a ship's been sighted dropping anchor around the point from it.
Well, why didn't you see so? To your horses! Come on, quickly!
You know, if that boat lands before we get our hands on the money, we'll be outnumbered.
You mean you're frightened of that miserable seasick lot? Those scum don't fight.
There they are. Oh, thank God.
If you want to come and get it.
After them, men! You stay there, and that's an order. I haven't got time for Little John's methods now. All right, lads. Yes, I'm all right, yes, sir. I think you can hand over the York treasure to the captain now.
So, those scum don't fight, eh?
Well, Joseph, your friends are all safely in England.
Hank. Thank you both. What you have done means so much.
Never mind all that. How's your leg?
My leg? Wait, I'll show you. Is that your usual nimble self? Certainly.
Oh, now confess. You haven't been as nimble as that in years.
Yes, it's true. Robin, last time we met, you offered to make me an outlaw. Now I offer to make you a physician.
There's all kinds of sickness in the world, Joseph. You can heal some of it your way. Perhaps I can heal some of it mine. Agreed?
Agreed.
Robin Hood, riding through the glen. Robin Hood, with his band of men. Feared by the bad, loved by the good. Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood.